Hello everybody and welcome to episode 6 of Let's Play Coaster Tycoon 2. Now, I've let the simulation run a little bit so that we could gather a little bit more money, and now I think we're in a good position to make a roller coaster that's a little bit bigger and a little bit more exciting. And furthermore, I want to put it by the entrance so it gets the most possible attention. I think that's going to be fun. So, what we're going to do is going to clear all these guys out. Let's see, of all the ride types... Can you build loops and stuff on this one? Actually, you know what? I want to make another corkscrew one. But it's going to be very different from the first. Because it's going to have a lot of... it's going to not be a reverse launch coaster. It's going to have a lot more track. 1, 2. We're going to have it start pretty high off the ground. I mean, the start might be over here, but the main body of the coaster is going to be back here, I think. There's going to be a lot of clearing out of trees, but that's all right. So what we're going to do here is have it start like that. And surprisingly, no trees. Hey, it's killing the trees for us. How wonderful. So we are going to have that like that, which will get us in a good position for our launcho. Sometimes, if it's high enough, I like to have it dip down and do a corkscrew or something before we even get as far as the launch hill. There's not really enough room for that here. Oh, okay, now you won't auto-delete the trees. Alright, that's fair. You can see what I mean by that. We've already used like half our cash reserves just making that little dinky thing. But, I think, regardless, we are in a good position. Lower down. And once again, we are playing Tree Demolition Tycoon. Let's have an on-ride photo section because that's a great way to make money. It really is. We're going to have it go up. When you want to make a loop, you have to have it inclined like this. Vertical loop to the left. And vertical loop to the right. And we are going to have half corkscrew. Let's get close to the edge. Are we over here? Pretty close. Corkscrew back left. And we are already running out of money. So like I said, it's expensive stuff, bro. Oh man, this default area of the park looks so sad and generic compared to the awesomeness that we are bringing to it. Actually, I want to build the end here, and we can have little sharp turns like this because I intend to put brakes before it gets to this section. And if my calculations are correct, we are going to have some serious profits. Let's put further brakes so it slows down even more. Just in case it didn't slow down enough. Alright, let's see. Sit down and wait for the money. And maybe if I get enough money from this roller coaster, we will be able to make a wooden one. Let's see. So we're just going to have this go straight across. Which which might not be the most fun thing in the world. Actually, no, we're not. Come on, let's not be too lame. Even if the purpose of this section is to just make up some distance, we can have it be a little interesting. Yeah, the one thing that's kind of annoying about these games is that there's always a significant portion of the park that's already made, and oftentimes the already made parts aren't like all that good. I mean, sometimes they're scenic. It's not really scenic here, but like in other parks, it'll be pretty scenic. So often one of the first things you'll be doing in parks is that are automatically made is you're going to have to block off some of the paths, because there are serious paths going off into nowhere, and that's nobody's friend, basically. Yeah, we are going to make a little cheaty path over here. And while we're waiting, let's take a look at guest favorites. And like I thought, Battering Ram Coaster has surged into the lead, with Corkscrew Coaster close behind. As far as profit, the Battering Ram Coaster has soared into the lead, with this Corkscrew Coaster close behind. You can see that there is a correlation. In fact, when I go between this and profit, like, it's identical, pretty much. The more popular rides are the more profitable ones. I mean, really should be a surprise to nobody. But stuff like that is worth checking. Alright, we are just going to build that segment. Actually, just to make sure that everyone's going slow enough, we are going to break it down to 22 miles an hour. Should be enough. A lot of rides like this have an inline twist, which would really help us right now. But we don't need it, strictly speaking. Let's see if I can make this go through the loop. We're at a bad angle to do it, but we're going to try it anyway. Because the first step in doing anything is believing you can do it. Large oak in the way. Now we're going to have to wait for more money. And we can watch some of our peeps while we do that. That's actually what they're called, by the way. Maybe not in 2, but in 3 and all the other games after it, they are called peeps. How many trees must a man cut down before you can call him a man? I do not see the tree that is causing us ire. I don't see it. I do not see the tree. I don't think there's a tree in that spot. I don't see a tree. Holy shit. Oh my god, am I crazy? Alright, well, we have the delete scenery option, so... Well, I didn't mean to raise the land or anything. Wait, is the tree partially on our property and partially off it? Am I insane? I'm not insane, am I? I'm not insane. Oh, there we go. Okay, frickin' tree. You can all go tell Cat in the Shadows that he's not the only person to have struggled with random trees appearing in inconvenient places during videos that he's made. Lol. It is quite the lol. Alright, and I think we're actually going to be able to do it, to have it go right through the loop, which is kind of cool. Alright. Yeah, look at that, bro. We done it good. In fact, we are going to curve it around and bring it back. Because believe it or not, just this is probably going to give it quite an exciting rating. Quite an excitement rating. Did I put an on-ride photo section here? Yeah, I did down here. The only thing we really have to be concerned about is if it's fun enough for everyone. We are actually going to press F4 to turn off the trees for now. We'll make them invisible to our eyes, because that is definitely going to help us in our endeavors. It's great that this game has functions like that. It really does help out quite a lot. You know, this was nice when back in the days where people actually made games that you could do what you wanted to do, and they gave you every option and every help that you could possibly have to do those things. It was nice, you know? Oh man, I forget. I think when you buy one on-ride photo on one ride, that's all you're going to buy. You're not going to buy it from any other ride. I think that's how it works, although I could be wrong. Somebody please correct me if I am wrong. But I really do think that's the story. I don't know why we're watching the battering ram coaster, but we are. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh, poops. We're doing that instead, I guess. One thing I would like to do here is, if I can, if this works, it's going to be fun. I want to have this go into a corkscrew, into a half loop, into this. That's the idea here. And the easiest thing to do is to build it backwards. And these half loops are expensive, and we might have to remake them, so you never know. Yeah, you and your crazy golf. And we're going to have to sit here a little bit longer to wait for the money. And keep in mind, all we have to do is connect those parts to one another, and we have a completed ride. Oh man. But yeah, waiting for the money is the tits, you know? It is the dick. So, and those two things are not the same thing. For anyone who's wondering, I don't think anyone's wondering, but just in case anyone was wondering. So while we're waiting, we can do things like make sure these guys aren't overwhelmed, make sure they're okay. I think we're all right. All right, corkscrew left. That's not going to line up. We are going to have this be one sooner. And every time you do this, you actually lose a little money, so you want to be careful every time. And that should do it. Oh, yeah. Freaking large oak. I hate you, large oak. Large oak is the enemy of mankind. I don't care what they say. But we are going to connect this up. And as soon as we get a little bit more money, we are going to hook it up. Alright, we got that. Just 2 more segments of track. Everyone just buy some ride tickets, buy some food, get us over that line. Preferably before staff wages become due for the next month. And there we have it, folks. The ride is done. Will it be great or will it stink? Join us next time to find out.